Wow, there.
Thank you.
Thank
my
you,
good
Tony.
man.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Bio Arimora, and with me today is
Rogba that I can finally see. Yeah.
and thank you for joining us for another episode of Love and Everything in Between. So today we'll be talking about deal breakers in relationships, in marriage. What is your deal breaker? What is our deal breaker?
Let's just start from the top. Like every person that goes into a relationship has something that
Is a no-no.
that's a big no for them, and once it happens, they'll be willing to walk away from the relationship for.
Yeah.
So I think it varies from person to person. I don't think there's a one size fits all, but I think there's some things that are general that cut across
Cross-board for everyone. Okay.
You know, so
So I think when I was much younger, I actually thought cheating was a deal breaker. But I think over time, why are you smiling? If you cheat.
you said cheating is not, you're just saying cheating
No.
is not doing I mean,
So when I was much younger, yes, I did actually think cheating was going to be a huge deal breaker. It was a certain no-no for me. Like, if you could cheat on me, then there's no point of us being together. But I think over the years, I've come to realize that life is not so black and white. There's a bit of gray, and there's room for forgiveness if the said party has changed, or depending on the circumstance in which it happened. Yes. So I think I'm a bit more flexible with that. So cheating is no longer a deal breaker for me.
For the record, I have not cheated. Let's not be she changed her mind. Cheating is no longer a deal breaker because he cheated, and
he hasn't cheated yet.
So that nobody will come for me.
You'll not come for you. You have not cheated yet.
No,
so what's your deal breaker?
Cheating is actually a deal breaker for me, ironically.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
So generally, I mean, in general relationships, cheating, I don't see cheating as a deal breaker across board, but with you in particular.
Why me in
cheating
particular?
is a deal breaker because, and we will talk about this on another episode. There are things that we have been through. You understand? And we went through those things because, you know, we had some challenges in the other room.
Okay.
You get. So, and sex is not like a really high priority for you like that.
Yeah.
So in my head, if you cheat, it means to me that is more than sex.
Okay.
So therefore, if you cheat, I know that
it wasn't a sexual thing.
It's a hand. Do you understand?
So it was a mind thing.
You don't start to go funny. So
what if the person just?
It's over, baby.
No, but you know, we said
no, it's over.
You said that you always meet someone that is more interesting. Yes. What if the person interests?
So before
make my mind interesting.
So follow the person. That could have made it interesting together. Me, it's not gonna work.
Okay, so I want to try out to the crew. Is cheating a deal breaker for you?
Let's ask the crew.
Big time.
Big time.
Big time. Toke says it's big time.
Nope.
Ugochi says it's nope. Choki, is cheating a deal breaker for you?
You're not sure.
Choki doesn't really matter. Everybody be alright, Jerry.
So is cheating a deal breaker for you? Yes.
I only said yes.
Yes. So listen to this.
Choki's cheating now.
Wow.
Wow. Light on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a big one. Okay, so yeah, some people.
So quite a lot of people find
think cheating is a deal breaker.
But then again, you have all these couples that do all these open
marriages.
But you know the weird thing. So you have couples in open marriages. You have couples who swing.
Yeah.
But if you like swing without the other person, they consider it cheating.
But if we're already swinging.
No, but that's the thing, because it's not. That's what I'm
saying. So is it the fact that
they're
doing it together, they swing together?
Yes. So it's not really about the act. Don't worry, we don't endorse swinging or just if that floats your boat.
I still don't get open marriages.
But we don't endorse that. We don't really think it's cool. But like, everybody knows how he's doing them. But I think it's more about the trust thing. It's just about breaking the trust. Because I feel if you are going to do something, you should just be upfront about it.
So if I'm going to so are you saying, for example, if I'm going to just come and say, oh, Rogba, I'm going to cheat?
No, not that. So here's what has worked for me so far. And I think it has really helped, and I think it will help people. It's about openness. So if I find that I start getting attracted to someone else, I'll come and tell you.
Yeah.
And I do that not because it's easy for me to just walk up to you or I want to make you feel weird or anything. It's just I understand that when something is hidden, you tend to fester. Yes, it festers, and then you focus a lot more on it. You obsess over it, and then it's easier for you to get away with, or it's easier for you to fall into. But once it's out there in the open, then it's not as because I feel like things like cheating thrive in secrecy.
Yeah.
Nobody
knows the edge.
Yeah, so that's the edge. But once that's gone, then
it loses
its power.
Oh, okay.
You get aside cheating, there are so many other things that could possibly be
deal breakers
in a marriage. And for me, for example, aside the cheating, I think I'm trying to articulate this. Taking decisions without my input, without consulting me. Taking major decisions. I mean, it's not about what you want to drink or what you want to eat or what
so like maybe relocating.
Yes, like if you want to relocate, we have this opportunity to relocate, and then you just decide, you have an opportunity, and then you just decide to take it without talking to me about it. That's a problem for me.
That would end the marriage.
Most likely.
Are you serious?
Yes.
But that seems like...
It sounds like such a minor thing.
Yeah,
but it's a big deal for me.
No, so the person made a decision, or
you can't make. I'm not saying you have to ask my permission, or I have to give you my blessing or whatever. But we need to have a conversation about it, and we need to align on how it's going to work. But if you just say, "Oh, man, so I got this opportunity," I'm out.
Like, definitely.
That's a huge thing for me. And I'm going to be like, because I feel like we're a partnership. We're in a partnership, and it only works if both of us
parties are on the same page.
Yes. And once we're not on the same page, then there's no point.
Okay, so I think my deal breaker would be if trust. If I have to doubt. If there's a bit of doubt in the trust I have for the person, or the trust the person is giving to me. So I think it still ties down to cheating, kind of. Yeah. So I'm not really sure what my deal breaker.
So the thing is, if someone cheats on you, they've broken trust. But I mean, okay, but then
because you can build trust again,
and then they can always come and just confess.
So I think for me it would be if I was taken for a fool.
Okay.
Yes, because I know the countless times when in the beginning of our relationship I had like guards, I had like walls around me, and then over the years you're always telling me, oh, trust me, trust me, this, trust me, and then for every time you say trust me, one brick was going up, and then I think was it our 10th anniversary that you asked me, like, what if you find out that
I've just been magging you?
And
I've just been scooping you.
My brain is going to first explode. I'm like, so it won't be the act at that point. It would be more like I was a fool. I fell for it. Like, I protected myself, and I had my sanctuary that men will be men. Things are going to happen. So I was kind of preparing myself for it. And then what will pay me the most is that. So all those lies.
You are gawking it.
I gawked it, when I was guarded, and I let my guard down, and then came and stabbed me.
So do you have any specific situation like that you can think of?
That
as in trust-wise, okay. So for example, you find I tell you, we actually don't have any money. I'm just, we're just getting by and everything. Then you just find out that I have one secret account. It's millions of dollars in it.
Oh, you're dead.
And I've just been scooping.
You're dead. And when I find out you are going to sign, you will sign everything. I will collect my share.
I don't understand.
I will collect my share.
But the deal has been broken.
No, you can't escape that easily.
So you say there's no deal breaker.
Yeah.
But at certain times in our relationship, you've actually wanted to leave, or you actually tried to leave.
Yeah.
So what happened then? What were the things that were deal breakers then for you?
So the one that comes to mind majorly was I think one time we had something happened at home with your mom, and I was trying to talk to you about it, and you were like, oh, I played the victim, blah blah blah, that if I was not interested, I was free to leave. And then as you walked out the door, I brought my suitcase down and I was packing myself because like, I don't know what else you want me to do. I'm not a victim. I'm in my house and I'm uncomfortable. I'm trying to explain something to you, but you were not hearing me out. So I just felt at that point that there was no I don't want to say trust, because we trusted each other, but I just felt like you were not understanding where I was coming from, and it was a really big, because it was either me or your mom. That was how it felt. So I felt like, okay, you know what, this isn't working. If you say I'm a victim, I'm playing the victim card, this person is just trying to help me, they are not listening to me. So maybe if I get out of the picture, you might listen, because I felt like that was a drastic enough decision. That
was an issue. Do you feel like a third party being a part of the marriage is a deal breaker? Because if you think about it, I mean, in that situation it was my mom, but then there's friends, there's other family members, and then, I mean, there's also second wife,
Second what?
Second wife.
That's weird.
So are you sure that's not a deal breaker as well?
Second wife is a deal breaker. Cannot bring second wife home. No, I'm sorry. It's a deal breaker.
Okay.
Yes.
I also feel like third parties in our marriage is a deal breaker.
Yes.
Personally.
Okay.
After we got married, we had a lot of third parties.
Yes.
You get. You've mentioned the situation, my mom and all that, but I've also been in situations where I'm a very this is my space. This is my space kind of person. Everybody else can revolve around it, but don't come into my space. But we've had situations where family members have had to come from my side, your side, and all that, and that has really bothered me. But I find that it's not a deal breaker anymore. I mean, it was something that I would have considered was a deal breaker, but it's not a deal breaker anymore because I have figured out a system, and the system has worked so far. So that thing that we do when we say, okay, if I have an issue with your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin, whatever, I won't speak to them about it. I'll speak to you about it, because you understand them, and you will know how to pass that message across. And then I do the same thing on my side, and that has worked so far. So would you say that that is a formula for solving all third-party problems?
It would be wise, yes, I would agree, because for me, I know my mom. I know when she uses certain words that you might not...
That might trigger me.
That might trigger you. I know what she means, but you might not know what she means. So if you come to me and say, oh, your mom said this, I automatically already know what the message she was probably trying to pass across, but you might have read it in a different way. So if you complain to me, I know how to tell her that, oh, mommy, no, words like this won't work. You can't do this, or please for next time. So she won't be offended if it's coming from me, because I would know how to tell her, or tell her that, there will be peace, so that nobody's offended or thinking that, so your husband doesn't, so all of that won't happen. Same way I would tell you. But most times I find that, or in the course of the early parts of our marriage, I found out that I wasn't communicating to you properly. So I ended up communicating with your sister.
Okay.
Because if I'm trying to tell you that, oh, this is what's happening, and you're not hearing me, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk to somebody that might not get it, but your sister knows your mom. So I found that I was able to confide in her and tell her that, oh, this and this happened, and she'll be like, Bio, don't worry, I'll sort it. So it ended up she was mainly the one always talking to her as opposed to you.
Okay, so that's a third party that...
Yeah, that was a third party that worked for me at the time. And then over time, obviously, we've gotten older, matured, and then I now know how to pass the message to you to be able to handle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I think we don't really have that many deal breakers, do we?
You still want second wife?
Yes. So that when you're old and grey, I won't stress you with my needs. Just have
you won't be old and grey that time. It's only me that is old and grey.
Old and grey, but still they go. So I'll just have one small.
Bring her first, let me see.
I'll just be helping me too.
Bring her.
Just be putting ointment on my joints to make sure that they don't creak. What else could be? It's bad sex. Is that a deal breaker?
Well, not for me.
Let's get your opinion. We have somebody in the building that believes that bad sex is a deal breaker. So why do you think bad sex is a deal breaker?
You can answer.
It's the word bad sex.
So bad sex is apparently a deal breaker.
There's no sex, it's different.
For bad sex, exactly.
Okay, so no sex.
No sex
is not a deal breaker, but bad sex.
No sex is not a deal breaker.
Okay, so
but bad sex is a deal breaker.
So bad sex.
So what quantifies as bad sex?
So bad sex is sex that you do not enjoy.
Okay.
Or where the other person is selfish. They're just
selfish in the sense they think of themselves, their own orgasm and stuff.
Yes, and once they are satisfied, you'll be alright.
So outside of trust, cheating, bad sex, third party. Okay, so what else do you think, or do you consider it's a deal breaker in a relationship?
I'm going to say I want to say children, but I really don't. I'm trying to figure out how to frame that. So, for example, like in our situation where I didn't want kids, and then you wanted kids.
Yeah.
There was a point where it became a real sticking point for me and was like a serious tension point. But we got through that. So
how? As in because I know you keep saying we ambushed you, but how did you really get over it?
I bent.
Okay, you bent, and you were happy that you
took
bent.
It like a man.
No, you were happy that you bent over. Okay, not over. Now you're happy that you bent. Okay,
that's.
But would it really have been something that might not have made us?
So I'm just trying to think. If, for example, you're a woman that wanted to pursue your career, like that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to keep your figure, and you didn't want children, and I kept forcing children upon you. What do you think would have happened? Like, no, I must have. What's that thing that they say? I must have legacy to carry on my knee.
Which is the work? Which is
the child now.
Okay, the child.
And you don't want.
Okay, and I don't want. Might have been a deal breaker.
Because I think
might have been, because if I was very career driven, it might have been a deal breaker.
Deal breaker for you. You get.
But I wanted kids. Sorry.
Yeah. I tried to stand for the men, but
it didn't work.
Eventually, you won.
Okay. So
I think in terms of having children as well, I find that there's a lot of that's a whole other topic, but there's a lot of people not being able to have children, and then I'm talking about somebody wants children, somebody doesn't want children. Well, both parties want children, but they're not able to have children, and then it takes its toll. I've personally never really been able to understand that thing, maybe because with my mindset is
of not even wanting kids.
If you don't have kids,
it's fine.
It's what it is. If you have kids, it's what it is. But so many marriages are on the rocks because maybe the woman can't have children, or the man is shooting blanks, or is infertile, or whatever it's.
And so why not adopt or have?
So that's and that is where I'm always confused, because I feel like there's so many options open to couples
to us
now.
Right now.
You can adopt, you can get a surrogate.
But surrogates is expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Surrogacy is expensive.
That's a fact. But but IVF is also expensive. So by the time you do IVF like 4 times, the same amount of money you might have been able to pay for a surrogate. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I just, maybe personally, I just can't really wrap my head around that. I feel like if you get married, you're getting married to a person.
Yes.
I'm not getting married to the person because they can have children or they cannot have children.
Yeah.
I'm not getting married to the person because they have money or they don't have money. It's for richer or poorer, sickness, health, good times, bad times.
So this quantify it as a bad time.
So if the bad times come, then you handle it together, as opposed to, oh, the bad time has come, it's your fault, or we start tearing at each other, we become enemies, we're fighting over these things. And probably it's a function of people not taking the time before they get married to address these issues. Remember this, my famous list.
Yes.
See how it's helping now. The famous list.
Okay, so should people add fertility on this list? Because most times, because you tend to see where a man and a woman, so women take it upon themselves to think that they are always the issue.
It's about them. It's about them. And a lot of the time, it has nothing to do.
Because if they even find out, so I think that also brings it to where we have a lot of people now saying they want to do DNA tests on kids, because women find out that, I think I'm the problem. If this man is the problem, we can't bring it out to say he's the problem. So they end up going to someone else to get them pregnant. It happens.
I think DNA testing.
No, DNA testing.
Because they want to go and play away match.
No, because they will
try to pass off.
No,
it's not about them going to that with third person.
Sometimes.
Because if the guy knows, like,
he might not know. That's what I'm trying to say. Some don't know.
Because you have to do it without his consent.
No. Okay, no, so do they? Yes, they did without the consent. But what I'm saying is that so they was to also prove if they had fertility issues.
Why can't the guy to go and prove outside that?
So men should be more open, which is why I'm saying that let us add fertility to the list.
I agree they should add fertility, but this your angle on the fertility. No.
No, because sometimes
you cannot go and play in a match and come and be bringing child and then be scooping me.
No, they're not scooping you.
See, that's a deal breaker. If
I'm fertile,
in fact, I'm doing DNA test after this episode. What do you mean? What do you mean?
God forbid. You now find out that your kids are not your kids. What are you going to do?
Fresh start.
Fresh starts to where?
So I will take my children.
Oh, now they will be your children.
Yes, no, because
they're not yours.
No, I've raised them.
You've what?
I've raised them.
So you not take them from the mother.
They are going with me.
So where?
That's the price you will have to pay.
That's what. Did you carry them for 9 months?
No, but after the 9 months,
I don't understand. We both did it. So it's divorce. Is divorce. So
packing my load.
So where?
What do you mean with?
No, remember at the beginning of the marriage, you used to tell me that divorce is not an option.
That was at the beginning of the
marriage. What has changed?
I've matured. I've gone through the journey of life.
Okay.
I'm older and wiser now.
So divorce is an option now.
My sister is an option.
Why? Based on
because what? So here's the thing. I don't think marriage is I have to phrase this properly so that I don't die. So marriage is a do. It's not
do and live.
Do and live. It's not a do or die. Marriage is not a do or die. It's not. It's honestly anything that's going to harm you. So physically,
violence, domestic violence.
Domestic violence is a no. Yeah. Somebody's beating you, pack your load. Like I know it's hard. Thinking about how people will judge you,
what are people going to say,
how you're going to start over. But it's better that you're alive to do that than dead. So domestic violence for me is a no. Pack your load, leave. Also, I think some people are in situations where they're not being physically assaulted, but emotionally, constant emotional and mental abuse. And you are there. It's demeaning you. People are going into depression.
Self-esteem.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I mean, you have one life. There's no do-overs.
Yeah.
Live your life. You need to live
it to the fullest.
Yes, you need to live your life to the fullest. And if somebody is standing in the way of that, I think it's better for you to just leave. So, do you believe in divorce?
If it's necessary, like if you become physically abusive to me, yes, I would divorce. But I don't think divorce has to be
acrimonious.
Yes,
I agree with that.
It has to be. I think it has to be amicable because for me, I feel like I have kids involved.
Okay.
So initially, I was the person that would say, if we divorce, I'm taking my kids. My kids are mine. We had a conversation, and I said, if we divorce, we take turns.
That's fine.
My whole life is not going to be on hold because, No, I'm just saying as in, because I feel like divorces that I've heard about,
They're just always.
It's been very messy, and I feel it doesn't have to get to that. There are people, there are children involved. You want to set examples. You want to be able to still co-parent. And I came across something recently that encouraged me, where the son was someone who was like, oh, my dad came to mow his ex-wife's lawn because her own husband was out of town, and that most times they actually have dinners. And I was like, oh, it would be nice if we can start embodying that kind of.
I think people just need to chill.
Honestly, but I think it also depends on how the divorce happened or what caused it.
Whatever it is that caused it.
Because it's easy to say until you're in this situation.
I understand. So maybe when I'm in this situation, I will not chill. But in my head, the way that I process things, and most likely, it is we have agreed to be apart. We are not doing it again. No problem. That's fine. How are we going to make that work?
So because everybody involved.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, you are still partners of some sort, especially if you have kids. Yeah. And the people who suffer the most in divorces are the kids. Yeah. Because they are bereft of the security that they know. The world as they understand it has been torn apart. And then you're expecting them to just be cool with it. It doesn't work that way. Do you understand? So I just feel like there's nothing wrong with divorce if it's absolutely necessary. But just, you guys be civil, be mature about it. That's really what it's about. Just be mature. Okay. And, that will be fine. So, yeah, I think marriage is always about both parties. Nobody should feel cheated, and no one should feel like
they were put under
pressure. A gun was held to my head to make this decision. Yeah. So I think that just settles that for me, personally. Right. So guys, I hope
you were able to pick up some points and learn from our own experiences and what we've shared. Please don't forget to like, comment, send us any questions that you feel that we didn't address, or topics that you feel like you would want to hear our views on.
And even if you don't agree with us,
just let us know. So until the next episode of Love and Everything in Between, we'll catch you guys later. Bye. Peace. Hi, welcome to another challenge, and Rogba is going to walk us through what we're supposed to do and expected to do today.
What we're going to do today is we need to blow these balloons and use the air from the balloons to knock off as many cups as we can from this table without touching the cups. And we're going to be doing this one simultaneously.
Yes.
So that these editors and all these camera people will not go and cheat.
Why would they cheat?
I don't know.
All right, so in 3, 2, 1, go.
This is not going to fall down. This cup is... Why did you do
It's too hard. It's hard.
Idiot put this thing here. They put this thing here so that my cup will not fall down. Can you imagine? I saw it. Let's go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
One already. So cheats.
Whatever.
So
My
Bill
God.
and Noella, I'm calling her out by name. Yeah, she's over there. Try to cheat
Oh no,
and
no,
make sure.
excuse me.
But you are elbowing me.
That's competition. That's competition. Excuse me.
Okay.
What did I say? The
Noella's cheating and Bill's competition. Regardless, I still won.
truth? Damn it.
See you again next time.
I need to win the next challenge.
Don't worry.
I'm done.
Don't worry. You may.
Bye.
Bye.
No smoothing here, you now.
What's it on now?
No. That is smoothing. What's wrong with you?
Leave me alone.
I have to smoothing the hair.
Action.
Okay, so
So Bill, you have not answered the question.
I said I don't really know my deal breaker. I've said it and I said
Apparently,
trust.
Thinking and beats me now.
Because you are not hearing me.
Are you too invested in this relationship to think of like
Of getting rid of it.
there's no deal breaker, let's fire the go.
No.
And so let's explore that.
Okay.
Let's explore that.
So who is asking
So
the question?
are you so